I just moved into this 1908 Victorian townhome about 1 month ago exactly. Let's do a tour. We gotta start from the beginning though. Girl, this apartment tour is sponsored by Etsy, and I will tell you more about that later. Here we go. All right, the audio is gonna be echoey for just a second because we are in the entry vestibule. This is the entrance to the home. Right here is the front-facing street door. And then there's the second door. A lot of Victorian homes have a kind of little vestibule like this. Obviously, I'm using a wide-angle lens right now, but it's, you know, it's just this wide. But I really love a tiny space like this. In a tiny space, you can go big on design and color and wallpaper, and it's like, you're not hanging out in here too long, so you're not gonna get overwhelmed by it. Here's a couple inspo photos of vestibules that I love. And let's walk in the front door. I gotta take this wide angle lens off, that's dramatic. This is the entryway foyer, just clad in this amazing woodwork. It's all original from around 1908, I'm told. And our landlords restored the whole place maybe around 5 years ago. I think it was kind of in disrepair, and they took years to restore all the wood. And there's actually places where you can see what the wood used to look like, because I think they just got tired. They left a few places, but I kind of like that they did because you can see how much they brought it back to life. I moved in here with Justin, my betrothed, my fiance, but I hate saying fiance, and one of you guys suggested I say betrothed, and that feels a lot better to me. We moved in here about a month ago, so we are unpacked, but it is not decorated. It is not designed at all. So this home is a 2-bed, 2.5 bath in Washington, D.C. It's the first time we moved in together, and we're kind of doing all the unpacking, organizing, finding our new systems together. If you're new, my whole channel is on interior decorating, and we're about to do the most insane decorating series for this home. And I'm almost overwhelmed and a little paralyzed with like what to do because it's actually already so beautiful. And sometimes that intimidates me. It's like, how can I make it better? But we're gonna try. I think by far these stairs, this curved stairway is like the showstopper of the home. It's really, really beautiful. One thing we found is that this guy opens. Sometimes I run down the stairs and I grab this guy and I realized it opens because they actually ran electrical wiring down. So there's an outlet over here, which is very nice, but I think this needs to be resecured because I'm doing a lot of like this and flying a lot. This little Harry Potter cupboard under the stairs, it is just chock full of junk and storage right now. But it does go all the way back there. Truly, if I were a child living in this home, I would make it my bedroom. I actually considered making it my little office. I think that would actually be fun. Probably not going to do it, but could be fun. And then on this side of the stairs, that's the front door, we've got our main living room. I'm going to take you in. This we're using as our main living room. I was told that previous tenants have used it as a dining room at times, which I think could be nice, but I think I would rather have our actual living space out here with the nice natural light and bay windows. A lot of viewers commented that the bay windows look, somebody said that this room looks like the Pokemon like upgrade version of my previous living room in my last apartment. They said it looked like the Charizard to the, is it Charmander? I don't know. My brother will let me know. And that's not a huge coincidence. These bay window front living rooms are very common in townhomes in DC. I am really loving this room. I'm trying not to work in here. I have never had separation before from where I work and where I try to not work, and I'm really trying to keep that separation. And so this room just has good vibes. I've thrown up only a couple pieces of art on the wall, and that's mostly because it feels like an asylum to me if I don't. I did have the German illustrations of how to wrap a corpse from old medical books on the wall, and Justin did request that I move those. He does not like looking at them. I know we're just doing an empty apartment tour today, but we're about to do some insane decorating for this home. So if you're into that, you're in the right place. And that also brings us to the coolest sponsor for today. This video is being sponsored by Etsy, and I'm over the moon about it. I have always bought the majority of my home decor from Etsy. These handmade linen curtains in my old apartment, this sconce in my old apartment, that sconce, these Christmas ornaments, these picnic blankets, and I've already found a bunch of new items that I'm gonna use to style and decorate my new place. First, the absolute heck of all, I got this vase, handmade ceramic vase. I love this design. Shut the front door indeed. In traditional architecture with all the darker wood around, what I really like is doing a more modern accessory that's really bright and can pop to contrast against it. This is like my dream. I also was considering using this as a utensil holder in the kitchen. The most fun part about this vase is after I purchased it, I got a message from the seller who turns out recognized my name and is a subscriber of this channel. And she wrote me a really sweet little note. And it was just the most fun moment ever because like she enjoys what I make and then I enjoy what she makes and we just found each other. It's very sweet. I will link the vase. I'm gonna link all the items below. You should definitely be shopping her shop. Shout out to Alicia in Vermont. Ho ho! If this doesn't scream my name, I don't know what does. I love that it's a little bit of a textured base. I love texture, I love profile. This lamp maker is one of my favorite lamp makers. I've bought 2 or 3 sconces from there before, and the seller does custom lamp combos and stuff. Come on. This is a quilt that I got, a handmade block print quilt. We were looking for a like lighter weight summer quilt. And it's reversible. Justin is obsessed with it. It's his favorite bed coverlet now. And what I really love, if you love design, what I love about a reversible quilt is when you make your bed, you can turn down the top and you get a nice little contrast in the pattern, little accent border. Amazing. This one I can barely breathe about. You know, I had to get some vintage onyx smoked glass highball glasses. Genuine vintage 1960s glasses. They have this little like bubble butt on the bottom. I don't know what you would call it. Best day of my life. Do we have room for this? No, no, we don't. But they're my best friends. Okay, final item. My new favorite lamp. I don't know when this is from, but it at least has a very mid-century look. And again, I really like having those modern touches in a more traditional home. I love the pop of green, and I think it is almost impossible to find a lamp this size at a good price. This was a freaking steal, if I can say that. Yeah, getting a big lamp with the right proportions, so hard. I really, really love this guy. You can shop all of these products on Etsy. I'm going to put links to all the products in the video description. Etsy is always my first recommendation for unique home decor. And stick around for future videos if you want to see how I style all these bad boys. There is a fireplace in this room, and there are 2 more fireplaces in the home. The other 2 are boarded up. This one has a gas unit. I'll take it. I would also like to hear what kind of wood you think this is. My guess is it's a red oak, but I bet somebody out there knows more about wood than I do. Actually, certainly they do. Certainly they do. You will notice a couple things. All of my flowers are dead right now. All my flowers are dying. Please forgive. And one blasphemous item, which there is no rug in this living room right now. I had my rug from the old living room in here, and it is actually too big for the room. It didn't fit in the room, and it also, like, the color was way, way off. It just made the whole place look really drab. So I'm on the hunt for a new rug for this room. In the meantime, we don't have anything out here. But yeah, I was a little, I think, surprised to realize that this living space is actually smaller than my previous living room. That's okay, because it's bigger overall. and I'm over the moon to be here. But yeah, I think I was just like surprised. Probably one of the most like titillating things seems to be when people come over is this giant pocket door. Giant. And again, I'm using a wide angle lens just so you can see it all. But the door itself is giant. It's also very old, and I think it's off the track, so it's kind of hard to move. Oh, that wasn't so bad. We mostly keep it open. It kind of gets stuck in that wall. I don't know if we can get back on the track, but it is fun. Why is a pocket door so titillating? It's like, most of the time when people have a pocket door, they just leave it open anyway. There might as well not even be a door there, but it's just one of those things that's fun. Before we go in here, I'll say there's this teal tile over here in front of this fireplace, which I know is not original, and I likely will be covering that up. I don't know why, but to me, teal is just like the color of the devil. There's almost never a time where I want a green-blue color. I feel like that's not fair of me to say, but that's how I feel. This is this kind of second living space. You come through the front door, and then back there is the kitchen. This room is just barely functional right now. We're just holding stuff, and it's a cozy space. It's really cool, of course, with all this wood paneling. And I'm kind of debating what to do with this space. You know, if the front room is a living room, this could easily be a dining room. I don't know how much we need a dining room. I don't know how much anyone needs a dining room. Like, how much am I eating more than just like Justin and I together? Maybe we'll get like a small dining table that can expand, but even if we wanted a large dining table in here, this is a pass-through space. We have to walk through this space all the time. So putting like a big table in the middle, like even the table I have right now is probably too big. It's not ideal. I'll tell you what I'm thinking is kind of trying to make this a study, which is really just like a sexy living room, and kind of having like a loungy area over here, maybe a smaller round dining table over there that expands. And then for the time being, I'm working from here. And now I'm going to show you the one piece of furniture that's new that I've gotten for the place. This is my adorable little desk that I got. I got it from an estate sale for like $400. It's so perfect for me. It's like my editing desk. So whenever I'm doing like computer or office work, it's got room for, I can put wires and hardware and hard drives. And I keep most of my camera and filming equipment up here. It's got a little footrest because I have very short legs and I do not prefer to dangle. This TV wall mount was left by the previous tenants. I think we're probably going to remove it. I think Justin and I have decided that we just don't want a TV out all the time. I'm not offended by seeing a TV in people's homes. So many people with interior design seem to think that's like crazy offensive. Personally, I've never walked into someone's home and been like, oh, a television. Like it's a part of the home. That's okay to me. But Justin really doesn't watch a lot of TV. I don't know. I think we are just gonna get a stand, maybe keep it in the front closet and bring it out on a stand like when we do a movie night or something. Oh, we've been watching Couples Therapy, the show maybe it's on Hulu. It's so good. It's so good. If you love a psychological character breakdown of people, check out Couples Therapy. I've been loving it. It's really fun to watch together too. Just a little baby bathroom down here, and that's delightful to me. It's nice to have multiple bathrooms when you're living with your partner, I have discovered. Follow me this way to the kitchen. Oh, that's a box I need to throw away. This is the kitchen. Very exciting, very exciting. Right this way, please. Okay, we're in the kitchen. We just came through that door right there. There's this little hallway, big brick wall over here, and then a kitchen that is definitely not historic in any way. I would say this was done probably sometime in the 2000s, I would guess. I would say it's like not the prettiest kitchen, but that's also how I felt when I moved into my last apartment. The kitchen to me was not that cute. And then by the time I did the kitchen makeover, it was my favorite room in the apartment, and I think a lot of viewers' favorite room. So I am excited. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know, but I do like the challenge. I also like that there's like the little peninsula over here to sit at the counter. I do actually sit there a lot, like while Justin's cooking. I might be working or just drinking, talking to him. Something about this kitchen is it actually looks like a ton of cabinetry, but there's not that much that's easily accessible. So that everything up there is, you know, 10 feet in the air, so you need like a stool. So you don't want to have like glassware and plates up there. And then one funny thing we realized is there is only one drawer in this entire kitchen. And really it's half a drawer because it hits the stove and the oven and it doesn't come out all the way. There's only one drawer. It took a lot of work to kind of pare down between our cooking supplies and find enough space in here. And I'm gonna do a whole video. I think probably the next video coming up is all about how to organize in a home with your partner, combining belongings, what stays, what goes where, what's the priority, what do you do with duplicates, how to organize for someone who's maybe not that organized. We're not even getting into melding design styles yet. That will definitely be another video, but just how the heck to keep a home organized with somebody else who may operate differently from you, which Justin does. Beyond that, what? Oh, a mouse lives in here. I have met our domestic mouse, and honestly, I lived in New York for 8 years. Like, a mouse is like probably the most preferable thing that I could find living in a home. What I'm worried about is like someone living in the attic and me not knowing about it, or like cockroaches. A mouse, I actually wanted to, he's so cute. He's a baby mouse, really baby mouse. He's so cute. He's so cute. I kind of wanted to start like putting out food for him and feeding him. And Justin told me a bunch of reasons why that's a stupid idea. He didn't say stupid. He was very polite about it, but he was like, well, you know, mice have a way of telling other mice where the food is. So maybe we don't do that, but he is really sweet and he isn't like eating any of our food yet. So not a problem as far as I'm concerned. I'm sure some commenters will tell me why I should be more stressed, but honestly, I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot living in my home and I'm okay with this. Stop it. Back this way is a little enclosed patio, which I've never had outdoor space. Not living in DC, I'm so excited about that. And I will show it to you, but I'm gonna switch to some older footage that I filmed of that space it was the day after we moved in, because there's stuff out there now that I don't want you to see. It's a secret. All right, so out here, we have our little patio. That's a garage back there, little patio. Everything you see out here was left by the tenants, everything. So they left a grill, I'll take it, love it. Dirty old couches, filthy couch pad, I'll take it. Have some lights hanging up even. There are a lot of mosquitoes. I don't know if you can see them. There are a lot of mosquitoes. And mosquitoes love both Justin and I. We're delicious to them. So we're gonna have to take care of that. Mostly I wanna bring out a lot more greenery, and we could do that even with just potted plants. Tell you what, right now I wanna paint that garage. I wonder if the owners will let me paint it. I bet they will. They seem so down. And a brilliant idea Justin had is to get a projector screen, like a pull down projector screen there. And then when the weather is nice, we could have like outdoor movies out here. Oh my God. Oh, this is a little door that Justin uses to get in and out. Yeah, that was footage from the first take I did of filming this little home tour. I filmed a tour of the place the day after we moved in, and I spent like a week editing it. And after like 5 days editing it, I was like, this is unwatchable. It was so chaotic. I'm so excited. I don't even care that I have to unpack stuff. I don't care at all. I've just been so excited this whole time. Let's go upstairs.
Yourself?
I'm gonna be doing that a lot, Justin. It's called vlogging. It was completely unwatchable. So this is take 2. Let's go upstairs. Girl, let's go upstairs. We're in this little hallway upstairs, probably a little echoey. Right through here is master bedroom, and then over on that side is a little guest suite. I'm really excited to decorate up here, especially with these really tall, just blank walls. I'm trying to figure out how I can either paint or wallpaper on these stairs, because that's like 20 feet. And if I put a ladder here, I can't reach there. So I guess I have to put a ladder on the stairs. I don't know. It's gonna get it's gonna get dangerous very quickly. So like right here, you can see this is the wood restored. And then this is probably how it was when they found it. And I like the dark color, but there's just like all the scratches, and this is really just like dirt and grime and aging, I assume. And then they restored it to what it previously was. Okay, follow me into the master bedroom. So, suffice it to say, this room is kind of a mess. Nothing is going on in here. No thought has gone into this room except that we need to sleep in it, and we've just put furniture places. So that's pretty much it. It's a mess, obviously. This chair is doing a good job with my clothes. I'm very excited to do a makeover in this bedroom, and intimidated. I find a larger space. First of all, I've never had a bedroom this size, ever. Yeah, I'm a little intimidated to design a big open space. I think it takes like a lot more work and intention to make it cozy. Just random dressers as nightstands. The room doesn't feel cozy to me at all. Like, I don't really love being in here. It's obviously has a lot of potential, but it's extraordinarily not cozy to me right now. This is the queen bed from my apartment. Thrifted it for $100. But we are probably gonna end up getting a king size bed. Justin's tall and he's very strong, and he needs some space so that I don't die in my sleep. I'll tell you something that I'm not excited about, something I don't love. Oh, what's this little attic door right below where I sleep every night? Am I in? I'm not even in it. Yeah, so there's this attic door to the attic. I sleep right here, and I just look up at it all night. I'll tell you what, the fingerprints on the door don't make me feel great. They don't. And we have not been up there yet. We have not been up there. I don't know, I have to get around to it. The first 2 nights sleeping in this place, I was really scared. I was very, very scared. I am a scaredy cat. That's my problem. It felt very haunted. I feel like older places often feel haunted, but also just new places. Like I'm just a scaredy cat. I'm a scaredy cat everywhere. But I will say, despite this attic door covered in fingerprints that we haven't explored yet, like there could be someone living up there, and I'm not being dramatic. Like that has happened. Not to be, but like I've heard podcasts where someone was living up there in their attic, and the person would come down while people went to work during the day, and it happens. It does happen. It doesn't never happen. So someone's probably living up there, but despite that, I'm actually sleeping okay in here. I think it just took me a little while to get used to the new space. Yeah, but I'm doing okay so far. I don't think it's too haunted, but that is separate from whether or not someone's living in the attic. Yeah, we've got a little walk-in closet here and the bathroom. It's hard to film in this closet, but don't worry, I'm wearing shorts, okay? I think we fit a lot of our clothes in here. Justin really is a little fashionista boy, so he has a lot of clothes, and we're gonna find space for them if it's the last thing I do. Some subscribers did comment to be careful about having a window in your closet because it can fade the colors of your clothes. So I did get like just a little curtain for the bottom half of the window. I'm probably not going to cover the whole window. Maybe I'll put an ugly dress I don't care about on the end so that one can fade, but yeah, I like it. More really lovely stained glass up here. I really do love them. They're pretty fun. Let's go to the bathroom. Wait, actually, did I clean it? Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's authentic. Okay, relax. Welcome to the bathroom. A lot of people like to say the bedroom is where the magic happens. I beg to disagree. I think it's the bathroom. Right when you walk in, there's a little niche with a sink and a little bit of storage where I do my beauty. Obviously the sink is quite a mess. This is just a piece of wood. It's not even a shelf yet. But I'm gonna put up some shelving probably and make this really, really cute. I like a little niche like this just to make it cute. Great shower right here. I love the shower. Nice little window so the neighbors can watch. Honestly, it doesn't bother me. I put this little rug down. It used to be in my kitchen. I do love this rug, but I don't actually like how it looks in this room. All the tones in here are already very cool, and I would like something to warm it up a little bit, but it's been serving the purpose. Yeah, I feel really delighted by this bathroom. Justin says it doesn't feel cozy to him yet, which, like, no, we haven't decorated anything. So he's been using the guest bathroom more. I mean, it is also nice to have separate bathrooms so we can both keep our secrets. But yeah, so my goal right now is like, I want to make him like this bathroom. I did a lot of organization work in this bathroom because while it's very spacious, you'll see, you know, there's no countertop here. It's actually, the sink's very pretty, but even the soap, just putting the soap doesn't fully fit on the sink. And the closet is just like giant open closet. So I spent a lot of time organizing both of our bathroom products. And so that's something that I dive into a lot in the partner organization video that's coming up. And there's a lot more we can do in here. It doesn't have a lot of personality right now, but I still love it. All right, we are going to travel to the other side of the hall and go into the little guest suite. Come on. So back through here is a little guest suite. First, there is a small bathroom. Just a little bathroom with all the necessities. We got a sink, we got a toilet, we got a shower. All right, that's the bathroom. Not too exciting. But it is nice that it's connected to the little guest bedroom right here. So this room as well is a bit of a mess right now, but it's functional. Again, wide angle lens is making it look much larger than it is. But it does fit a queen size bed. We've got a bunch of books in here, and I really love this sweet little just like window in the corner. And I'll tell you what, I personally really prefer to sleep with the bed pushed up against a wall. I think it's part of why I feel uneasy and not that cozy in our bedroom, because I haven't slept with the bed in the middle of a room in a long time. I don't prefer it, and I really want a wall. I want a crib, ultimately. When we first moved in here, I figured I would make this room my office. I really do need an office or a better working setup because I have so much craft supplies, filming supplies, blah, blah, blah. I'm always creating chaos and editing, and Justin is very, very chatty during the workday. And it's hard to focus. And I need to be able to close a door. I feel like this is the #1 thing he and I are trying to negotiate. He likes to chat during the workday. I don't as much. Anyway, I was thinking I needed like a room of one's own. And I was thinking of making this like an office / guest room. But the more I thought about it, I actually don't love a convertible space. I do feel like a guest room / office often just ends up being not a super comfortable guest room and also not really an office you want to work in every day. So ultimately I decided I'd rather work on making this room just a really great guest room and then trying to set up my desk downstairs as I did, which for the first time ever, I'm fortunate to have the space for. Also starting here, I lost a bunch of footage when I thought I was pressing the record button on my camera, but I was actually pressing stop record, as evidenced by this genius footage. But basically, off the guest room is a tiny sunroom. It's so freaking fun and kind of just feels like a tree house. Justin is currently using this as his office, and there is a big reason that we decided to let him have it as an office space instead of me. It was one of our compromises that I think was really mutually beneficial, and I will get into detail on the reason for that in the next video where I talk about moving in and organizing with a partner. I already love this place so much. And I know that by the time I'm done with it, I'm gonna be looking at this video now and being like, wow, it was so empty. It's an amazing canvas to be starting with, and I just wanna add like so much color. I don't want a single white wall in this entire space. That's my dream, is by the time we move out, which I hope is never, I don't wanna have a single white wall. I don't wanna have a single piece of white trim. I want pattern and color and but striking that balance that's not drowning the beautiful woodwork and architecture, but just like making it the funnest place ever. That's what I want. My vision board is make it the funnest place ever. I'm so excited for the decorating content coming up. If you're new here, I do home organization content, decorating content, a lot of melding stuff with your partner or your roommate or your lover or your betrothed, whatever it is. There's a lot coming up and it's gonna be a ball, so stay tuned.